Welcome to our Krama HIIT practice today. Let's begin, as we always do, with grounding, setting intentions. So hands on the thighs, palms down, and rotating through all of our senses to exhaust them. So first, closing the eyes to eliminate our sense of vision. And then closing the mouth to breathe through the nose only. Not necessarily an elimination of a sense, but definitely a way to calm the sympathetic nervous system to breathe through the nose only, if that is comfortable for you. And then listening as far as you can hear and in all directions. Searching for sounds that are outside of the building that you're in, the home that you're in. Moving from sound to sound and identifying each sound without letting any one sound distract you. When you've exhausted all the sounds that are outside the building, bring your awareness to sounds inside, but possibly outside of the room that you're in. Again, moving from sound to sound. And when those sounds have been exhausted, bringing your awareness to the room that you are in. Making your way to the sound of your breath. And bringing in awareness to any differences between the sound of the inhalation and the sound of the exhalation. Awareness to the temperature of the air on your skin, the places where your clothing contacts your skin, the points of contact between your body and the earth. So whether that be via your mat or a cushion that you're sitting on, the places where your palms are contacting your thighs. And then notice if there are any smells where you are, experience them. And finally, settling into Chitta Kasha, that space behind the closed eyes. And using that space and the power that is available to you to visualize what you would like to bring to the mat today. And find a word or a few words, ideally short, positive words. And then repeat them to yourself mentally 3 times. And these words are a way to set an intention. And possibly you could use them as a mantra during the practice, especially as we move into that place of high intensity. And bringing your awareness back to the breath, follow the next full inhalation and exhalation. And then inhale and lift up through the spine. Exhale, easy twist, right hand over to the left thigh, left hand maybe behind the low back or to the floor, whatever your preference. Inhale back to center and exhale to do the same thing on the other side. You can keep the eyes closed here if you want, or you can open them. You choose. Let's do that twisting one more time to each side. So inhaling back to center, exhaling, twisting to the left. Inhale back to center, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Find the alternate Sukhasana. So one leg is farther out, bring it back in, or if you had one on top, shift it up. Take a moment as you make that change to reground the palms and maybe close the eyes for just a moment to feel any difference in the body. and be the witness to that change. Inhale, lift up through the spine. And exhale, left hand over to the outside edge of the right thigh, right hand behind to the low back or the floor. So doing this twisting again, inhale to center, exhale to the other side, but in this different Sukhasana position, maybe noticing a difference in the mobility through the torso. Inhale back to center, exhale over. And again, inhale and exhale to the twist. Inhale back to center and just roll the shoulders back and down. And then bring the arms to cactus pose. Pull the hands and elbows back as far as you can. And then exhale and bring the elbows and palms together. Inhale, open them as wide as you can. Exhale, bring them back together. And again, inhale, exhale back together. Leave them together. Inhale up, exhale back to start position. Inhale up, exhale lower. And again, inhale up, exhale lower. And then open those arms wide again, still in that cactus pose. Spread the fingers as wide as you can, and then make a fist as wide as you can, and then make a fist as wide as you can. Straighten out the arms, turn the palms up, pull the thumbs back toward the space behind you as far as they will go. And then exhale to return the arms just to that start position, T position in the body, upper body. Inhale back, thumbs pulling back. Exhale to that T position. And then inhale back. And exhale, return. Release the palms right down to the mat and extend the legs straight out in front of you. Point the toes and then flex the toes. So pull the toes all the way back toward the shins and push through the heels as you're there. Point again and then flex again. This is called dorsiflexion actually, because the other one is plantar flexion. Now, with this flex position, imagine that you're pulling the outside edges of the feet back toward your body. And so it's also another way to think of it is kind of pushing the base of the big toes forward. And then relax the feet completely. Take the hands, fingertips on the mat or palms to the mat and press down and away from the hips to lift up through the spine. Nice Dandasana position. Energize through the abdominal muscles now to release the energy in the arms. Circle the arms up to the side and exhale, bring them down forward, palms facing each other until the hands land in line with the shoulders. And then flip the palms to face in front of you, spread the fingers wide. Take the left hand over to the right and gently pull back as you're pushing the heel of that hand forward. And then do the same thing on the other side. Still strong through the torso to keep that spine nicely lifted. If you're sitting elevated on something, it usually helps you to find a bit of ease in that. And then again, spread the fingers wide, pull the fingers back toward the forearms as you're pushing the base of the palms forward. One inhale, lift up through the spine. And then exhale, release the hands to the mat and bend the knees at the same time. Use your hands to push yourself forward into a low crouch. And then let's meet up at the top of the mat. So if you're sitting on a cushion, you can move it out of the way. Come up to the top of the mat. If you have blocks, maybe it's nice to have them handy up at the top of your mat. If you like to just find the hands a little bit easier as we go into sun salutation. Take a moment to roll the shoulders back, palms facing forward. Lift up all 10 toes on the inhale and keep them lifted as you exhale and turn the whole of your head to the right. Inhale back to center, toes are still lifted. Exhale, turn the whole of the head to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, keep the head where it is. Release the toes back down to the mat. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Palms can touch. Exhale, fold over the legs. Bring the hands close to the body as you fold over and maybe scrub the feet away to protect the low back. Hands come to the mat or to your blocks or even shins. Head is released. Knees can bend a little bit if that feels best in your body. Inhale, step way back with the right leg, lower the knee and reach the rib cage forward. Let's open up that right hip a little bit. Exhale, lift that knee up and push the heel back. Inhale, lower the knee, reach the rib cage forward. Exhale, back down dog or tabletop position. If you are in down dog, cycle out through the feet. Let's take it easy to work our way through warming up the calves. So take a moment there. And then find stillness in the heels, press them toward the mat, bend the knees very slightly forward, and then straighten out again.
Let's do that 2 more times. So bend very slightly and straighten out. If you're in tabletop position, just go through any water element movement like slithering side to side or cow and cat. All right, pressing the heels down in that downward dog. Taking an inhale, lowering the knees, find cow in the upper body. Exhale, bend the elbows, slither forward and through. Keep the hands where they are. Exhale, lower the forehead to the mat. Inhale, come up, tuck the toes. Exhale, back, downward facing dog or tabletop. Look to the top of the mat. Inhale, step forward with the right foot, lower the back knee, reach the rib cage forward. Waking up that left hip a little bit more. Exhale, lift the knee up, push the heel back. Inhale, lower the knee down. Exhale, stepping into Uttanasana, the forward fold. Again, the knees can be slightly bent. Inhale, circle the arms up. Remember, feet scrub away from each other. That really does help to protect the low back. Palms together, exhale, hands to the heart center. Let's do the same thing on the left side. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Hands to the shins, block or mat. Inhale, step way back with the left leg. Reach the rib cage forward, lower the knee. Exhale, lifting that knee up, push the heel back. Inhale, release the knee down. Exhale, back tabletop or downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, press the heels toward the mat and then bend the knees slightly on the inhale. Exhale, with those knees still bent, press the rib cage toward the thighs. Let the head completely relax. And then press those heels down toward the mat, keeping the rib cage where it is in space. Follow the breath. Next, inhale, lower the knees, find cow in the upper body. Exhale, bend the elbows, slither through, keep the hands where they are. Inhale to cobra position. Exhale, lower the forehead to the mat. Inhale, coming up, tuck the toes. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Look forward, inhale, step with the left foot, lower the back knee, reach the rib cage forward. Exhale, lift that knee up, push the heel back. That is so great to open up that right hip. Inhale to lower the knee again. Exhale, step into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, circle all the way up, hands overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Stay in this position for a moment. Inhale, lift all 10 toes up again. Exhale, turn the whole of the head to the right. Inhale, back to center. Toes are still lifted. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, lower the toes down. Let's go through that sun salutation a little more quickly this time. So inhale, circle arms up, palms to touch. Exhale, fold over the body or over the legs. Inhale, step way back, right leg, knee lowers, rib cage reaches forward. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Right away, inhale, lower the knees, find cow in the upper body. Exhale, slither forward, find cobra. Exhale, lower the forehead to the mat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, lower the knee, reach the rib cage forward. Exhale, stepping in, Uttanasana. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Same thing on the left side. Inhale, circling up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg goes back, lower the knee, reach the rib cage forward. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, lower the knees, find cow in the upper body. Try to maintain cow in the upper body as you exhale and bend the elbows and slither chest and chin forward to arrive in cobra. Exhale, lower the forehead to the mat. Inhale, back up to cobra, tuck the toes. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, stepping forward, left leg, lower the back knee, rib cage reaches forward. Exhale, stepping into Uttanasana. Inhale, circle up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, lift all 10 toes, spread them wide. Exhale, turn the whole of the head to the right. Inhale, back to center, toes are still lifted. Exhale, whole of the head to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release the toes. One more time on that classical sun, and we'll take away a couple more stages to speed it up. So inhale, circle up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot steps way back, lower the knee, reach the rib cage forward. Exhale, back down dog. Retain the breath and lower the knees, chest and chin. Slither forward on that breath retention. Inhale to cobra. And now exhale right away back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, lower the left knee. And then exhale into Uttanasana. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Left side, here we go. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg back, lower the knee, reach the rib cage forward. Exhale back, down dog. Retain the breath. And on that breath retention, lower knees, chest, and chin in that kind of cow position, slither forward. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, lower the back knee, reach the rib cage forward. Exhale, stepping into Uttanasana. Inhale, circle all the way up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Nice work. Release the arms down. Time for one of our high intensity interval sets. So facing the side of your mat, hands to the waist if that's comfortable, or just free floating, whatever feels good. 2 steps to the side, 2 steps back. This is your first Krama, right? So the Krama idea is this idea of progression. So we choose the progression that starts to increase our heart rate to a point where it would be extremely difficult to talk. You could maybe only say 1 syllable. Now, a second option with this one, with this Krama, first Krama, to keep it low impact, but maybe a little bit more challenging, is to take it really wide and even lower. So you might even come to outside the edge of your mat. My mat is actually extremely long, but you might be coming off of your mat. So this is Krama 1. Krama 2 is to actually get airborne. Take it to 2 leaps. Okay, so try it. We run through all of them and we try them all and notice where our heart rate goes, and then choose one that we're going to use for a high intensity interval. Krama 3, 2 leaps, a big leap. 2 leaps, a big leap. Now you could mix and match and do 2 steps and a leap. All right, so you choose. Nice. On this particular interval, step touch for your recovery. So let's just recover for a moment. Step touch. Check in which Krama you're going to use. Remember, you can always mix or match. Remember that you want to get breathless. I left my interval timer up by the computer, so excuse me while I come in really close. Grab it. And 10 seconds to set up. So make sure everything's ready. 4 seconds to go. There's our bell. Go. First intensity interval. Choose your options. Find your energy. Please remember, we're still kind of warming up. Okay, we went through those sun salutations to warm up, but we're still maybe a little bit cold. So pace yourself. And there we go, step, touch, recover. That's our bell. So remember, we're doing 6 of these instead of the 5 that we've been doing in the last few weeks. And we have 14 seconds of recovery. And go again. Remember your Kramas, whatever you want. And there's even some like mini Kramas. You could just lift up to the balls of the feet instead of jumping. And you could do 2 leaps to the side with that. There's actually so many different variations. Step touch, there's your recovery. Goes by fast, doesn't it? 4 more. 4 more repeats of these. Here we go, 2 seconds. Go. I keep coming back to the one side of my mat, but feel free to alternate where you're starting with your step touch. Keep going. I love doing this lateral one. Recover. I love doing this lateral one, especially at the beginning, because it kind of wakes up the outer, IT band, glute med stuff, which we don't use that much in yoga. Get ready. Let's go. Push. Push. Yeah. Remember, you can get quite a lot of work by going lower and just covering more ground. So check in with what feels really good with your body today. I'm going to just move this to a place where I can see it more. Recover. Nice work. Okay, well, that was round 4. 2 more to go. Starting to warm up now, I would think. 4 seconds to go. And go. Push. Maybe it's a big jump. Maybe it's a lift. If you are staying earthbound, really reach through your range of motion, because that's how you'll get the heart rate going up and down. 2 seconds until your recovery. There you go. We just have 1 more to do.
Yeah, it goes by fast. Hope the breathing is going up there. Heart rate going up. That's where the magic happens. 3 seconds. Go. Let's push. Now we're really warming up. Let's start to really challenge, get breathless. I'm talking a lot, I know. But if I were to step in through the screen to your space, if I asked you a question, you really wouldn't be able to answer. That was the sound. We're done. Little step touch, or maybe you'd like to walk up and down the mat since we're done our first round of high intensity intervals. Ah, that feels good, doesn't it? Once the sweat starts happening, it's like, yes, I can do this. Okay, up to the top of the mat. Let's go to our sun salutation that keeps our heart rate up a little bit. So Surya A, inhale, circle up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to the half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to plank. Take an inhale in this plank, maybe lower the knees if you prefer half chaturanga. When the exhale arrives, bend the elbows, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, down dog. Look to the top of a mat. Walk, or you could hop to Ardha Uttanasana, the half lift. Hands can come to the shins. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Let's do that 2 more times now that we know what we're doing. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, fold. This one invites the half lift. So half lift. Exhale, plant the hand, step, or you could hop back to plank. You could also hop straight into chaturanga. If you're there, wait for us. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, down dog. Inhale, walk or hop, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart center. One more, let's go. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to the half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step, or you could hop back to plank or to chaturanga, your preference. If you are in plank, take the inhale, maybe lower the knees. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back down dog. Inhale, step or hop, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle the arms up. And exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Now inhale, bend the knees. And exhale, come up to the balls of the feet. So this is going to be working through our next set of kramas for the next high intensity interval. So inhale, lower, bend the knees. Exhale, come up. Lower into the squat on the inhale. Exhale, come up. So I'm just coming up to the balls of the feet. If you would like to, another option is to add the arms reach. So squat and lift. All right. Now, next krama is to alternate a knee lift, squat, knee lift, squat. And a variation on this is to do a kick rather than a knee lift. And you could stay heels or one heel on the mat or come up to the ball of the feet. That's a little more of a balanced challenge, so you can choose. Third krama, squat, airborne, squat, airborne. Try a few of these. Get the sense of this. 2 more. Nice. And then for this recovery, let's walk up and down the mat. Okay, because our recovery is a full 15 seconds. It's a little bit longer. And so who knows, you might end up at the other end of your mat to do it. All right, are we ready? Setting up. Next one, 10 seconds to set up, and then we start. Choose your krama, really tap into your power. Work it. Go. Squat, option, krama A, or krama 1. Krama 2, coming up to alternating knees or a straight leg. And krama 3 is getting airborne. If you prefer, you could airborne alternating legs. Oops, there's our recovery already. Walk up and down the mat. Keep the arms moving. Let that heart rate come down. That is so important because you need to come down for a little bit to get ready for the next interval. Here we go. Push. Do you have that word from your intention that you can say as you're pushing off, as you're reaching up to the sky? That's when you use that word. Get ready, recover, walking it out. Very nice. Whew. Now, as you're recovering, if someone were to come into the room, you'd have more than one word that you could say to them. Get ready. Here comes our next one. Wherever you are on the mat, go. Push, push. Remember, you can alternate, which is great, but push hard, especially as we're starting out these intervals. So really challenge yourself to that range of motion. Here's your recovery. Walk it out. So I've talked about this before, but it always bears repeating as we're in this intense workout. Bone density increases from this. Get ready, go. Bone density increases, especially if you get airborne. Your metabolism improves because you make more mitochondria, which is where you burn off all your stored fuels. Your oxygen uptake improves because you make more capillaries, which is where you get that oxygen exchange. Okay, walk it out. Maybe I've done enough talking too. What do you think? Make sure you're recovering. Let that heart rate come down. Get ready. Here we go. Another round. Push. Push. The other thing that we often don't talk about is when we push really hard, when we really get that heart rate up there, our brain makes more neurons, which is fabulous. 3 seconds to go. And recover. Yeah. It's just, there's so many benefits to doing this high intensity interval training, which of course is what we do in the walking as well. But it's nice to switch out our modality for getting that heart rate up. Let's get ready. Let's go. Push. Push. Yeah. Go. We can do it. Yes. Remember, you've got some options. If you're peaking there and you're losing your form, come to a Krama that's a little bit lower. Yay! That set's done. Walk up and down your mat for a moment. I always feel it's a good idea to let the heart rate come down just a little bit more after that last intense workout before we start turning the head lower than the heart. So keep it moving for another couple of breaths. And then we'll transition to a Surya B. And Surya B is nice because it has an alternate foot thing in it, right? And whenever we have an alternate foot thing happening, we open up through the hips a little bit more and strengthen through the glutes. Also will lead nicely into our next high intensity interval. Okay, let's meet up at the top of the mat. Surya B starts with an inhale to chair pose. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale to the half lift. Similar to Surya B, exhale, back to plank or straight into chaturanga. But if you're going straight into chaturanga, you're waiting there until the rest of us catch up with you. Inhale, lower the knees if you want to. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Here's our alternate leg. Inhale, step forward, right foot, and come all the way up to a high lunge called Ashtasana. Let's add a twist in here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, rib cage forward, heel pushes back. Exhale, into a twist. Inhale, unwind from the twist, arms come up. Exhale, plant the hands, go straight into chaturanga here. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, down dog, look to the top of your mat. Inhale, step forward, left foot, come up to the high lunge, Ashtasana. Nice. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the rib cage forward, push that heel back. Exhale into the twist. Inhale, unwind, arms come back up. Exhale, hands plant straight into chaturanga on that exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, walk or hop to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to heart center, chair pose. And then come all the way up to standing. Release the arms down. Nice. Inhale, lift up all 10 toes. Exhale, release. And then let's step back into a lunge for our next high intensity interval. So let's step back with the left leg first so that it's the right leg that's doing a lot of the work. Find your lunge position. Hands can be at the hips or waist. And first Krama is to simply go up and down. And remember that if this raises your heart rate up really high, this is where you should be staying. If this is actually one that kind of lowers your heart rate from the other Kramas, you could use this as an option to insert if you find that you're losing your form because the intensity is getting a little too much. So Krama 2 is to come from the lunge to the standing position. Lunge, standing position. And also feel free at any time to use the arms. It doesn't add a lot of cardio, but it adds a little. And sometimes it feels nice just to work through that range of motion through the shoulders. Try to step way back. Krama 3, knee lift, airborne. Step back, knee lift, airborne. And again, keep doing this. You could not be airborne for alternating ones. So if you need a way to kind of find a middle ground between one Krama and the next, stay with a knee lift, not airborne, and then the next one, go airborne. Okay, back to the lunge. Take an inhale, step it in. Beauty. Walk around for a moment, and then starting the interval, choose your Krama, 10 seconds to set up. So step way back with that left foot. Choose your Krama, 4 seconds to go. Go. So Krama 1, up and down. Krama 2, coming to standing. Krama 3, airborne, and also possibly adding the arms if you like, okay? Choose the Krama that really gets the heart rate up. You want to be breathless because you trust, oh, step back, step in, walk it out. You trust that your heart rate will come down in the recovery, okay? So we're only asking this for literally 15 seconds. Get ready, that's the setup bell. Go, push, push. Try to step as far back as you can because that really adds to the work that you're doing to get your body up and down against gravity. 3 seconds to go. That's it. Walk it out. It might feel good to go back to the lunge and then step up to walk it out. So just check in because it's sometimes in those transitions when we actually injure ourselves. So take your time. Oh, time to set up again. Here we go. Left leg back, still working that right leg. Push. Push. Yeah. Go for it. Reach for the stars. Yes, you can do it. They're up there. We can't see them right now, but they're up there. 1 second to go. Walk it out. Walk it out. Oh, I hope I'm not shouting at you too much with these little AirPod things. Kind of sensitive little technology devices. All right, 3 seconds to go. Get yourself set up. Go. Push. Push. Use a word as you're coming up, as a mantra, as a way to also check in that you are exhaling, because on that exertion, you really need to exhale. Walk it out. Woo, nice work. Bravo. Keep it going, keep it going. That's our setup bell. Set up again and go. Push, push. Keep going. Really great range of motion. Keep it going, keep it going. 4 more seconds. 2. Recover. Nice work. That was our 5th one. We just have 1 more to go. Make sure you recover here. Easy walk it out. Try to keep the arms moving. Keep the blood coming back up the body. Set up. Here we go. Last one. Push. Push. Really work. Reach, reach, reach. Use your mantra. Say it as you're coming up. Strong. Yes. Power. Anything you want. Yay. We did it. Walk it out. Walk it out. Oh, nice work. That's a good one. And also, I love that one because it really strengthens our glutes and opens up through the hip joint. So let's walk back and forth just a little bit more. Check in that your heart rate is coming down. And if you feel like your heart rate is too high, just keep walking as we start the Surya B, and you can join us whenever you want, or you could literally walk until we get to the next Krama, which will be the same thing, but on the other leg. All right, 1 round of Surya B, up at the top of the mat. Here we go. Inhale, circle up. Oh, sorry. Exhale, hands to the heart center. B is with the chair pose. Inhale, find chair pose.
Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale to the half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank or straight into chaturanga, your choice. You could also lower the knees here on the inhale. Exhale to lower half chaturanga rather than full. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, down dog. Look to the top of the mat. Inhale, right foot steps forward, arms come up, Ashdasana. Let's have that twist again. It's so yummy. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, reach the rib cage forward as you push the heel back. That's very important. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind, arms come up. Exhale, plant the hands straight into chaturanga. You have to tip forward a little bit on that to make it work for the shoulders. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back down dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, bring it up to the high lunge, Ashdasana. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, rib cage reaches forward, heel pushes back. Exhale, twist to your left. Big smile. Inhale, unwind, arms come up. Exhale, plant the hands straight into chaturanga or half chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, hands and tops of feet only on the mat. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, step or hop, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to heart center, chair pose. And then exhale, come all the way up. Release the arms down. Nice. Setting up for our next one. So we worked the right leg first last time. Working the left, so step back with the right foot. Let's go through all the kramas again so that our body is fairly balanced. Hands in the hips or waist. Straight up and down is Krama 1. And remember, this can be inserted as an option occasionally during the high intensity interval from the other ones. Krama 2, coming to standing. At any one of these kramas, option to bring the arms up. The big work is from moving our body against gravity. So the arms up are just like a little bonus and a feel-good motion in the shoulders. Krama 3 is to get airborne on that knee lift. Yeah, push. And really, we've talked about this before, keep going. It doesn't matter how high, it's the fact that you leave the ground. That's what matters. Okay, one more leap. Step it back to the lunge, take an inhale, exhale, come up, and walk it out. A little recovery before we start the next set of 6. Everybody's feeling good, I hope. If anything comes up, feel free to hang out after, ask questions. Form is really important when we do this power work because the one part of our body that is a little vulnerable is our low back. Sometimes when we're doing leaps, we tend to kind of like do a motion, like almost like a snake motion up through that to get ourselves up. Very hard on the low back. So we want to keep the spine tall at all times. All right, here we go. Setting up, 10 seconds to set up. We're working the left leg this time. So the right leg is stepping way back. Oops, didn't start. Sorry about that. There's our 10-second start. Everybody's still breathing, I hope. Get ready. 4 seconds. 2, 1, go. Whatever your krama, straight up and down. And you could add the arms coming to standing if you want. Also adding the arms, lifting airborne. You could also alternate an airborne one with simply a knee lift, okay? So really check in with what's going on for you. Already, we're at the recovery. Walk it out. Walk it out. Oh, yeah. This feels good, doesn't it? We only have time for this last high intensity interval. Get up to the front of your mat, step way back with the right foot, and go. Push. Push. Remember, you could alternate. This is a really great option as long as you know that you are genuinely working your absolute hardest, getting super sweaty, getting out of breath. Okay, walk it out, recovery. Whew. You need to be honest to yourself here. Are you working hard? Are you getting breathless? Are you super sweaty? This is a super sweaty one. Should be. Get ready, set up, and go. Push. Now, as you're coming up, especially if you're coming to this one leg, visualize that you're contracting a little bit through the abdominals. It helps you to exhale, and it also stabilizes the spine for the landing. Okay, walk it out. Recovery. Nice work. We're almost there. Yeah, this class goes by, or practice goes by so fast. 4 seconds to go on this recovery. Get yourself ready. Right leg back. Go. Push yourself. Nice range of motion. And remember, that includes the step back. So if you need to slow it down a little bit to step way back and then power up, that is a really great option, okay? So rather than getting more in, you're getting more quality. All right, walk it out. Here's your recovery. We're almost there. I think we have 2 to go. That's it. So sad that it's over. Till next week. Get ready, up to the top of the mat. Step way back, right foot. Go. Power. Feel that sweat. Yeah. Oh, that feels good. Yeah. That high heart rate, making our brain smarter, bones stronger, metabolism faster, recovery. So many great things. So many, and it's short-lived, isn't it, really? It's a pretty small part of our day for massive improvements. Okay, get ready. This is the last one. Give it everything you've got. Step way back and go. Push. Way back. Push. Way back. Push. Keep going. This is the last one. Last one. Really push. Really reach. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe for the clouds. And yay. You are done. Walk it out. Walk it out. Yeah. Nice work. Now we're almost out of time, which is so sad, but we did a nice warm up, and sometimes just that little bit extra warming up allows our high intensity intervals to be that much more powerful. So just keep that in your mind. Keep walking for just a moment. Let that heart rate come down. And then let's meet up at the top of the mat. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to the thighs. Inhale, find cow in the upper body. Exhale, round to cat. Inhale, find cow, and also make your way up to standing again with the shoulders in Tadasana. One more time on that. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, fold over, hands to the thighs. Inhale, find cow. Exhale, find cat. Inhale, cow, and at the same time, make your way up to standing, ending up in neutral with the arms in Tadasana. Inhale up. Exhale, fold all the way over the legs this time, hands to the mat. Bring the right leg back to the lower leg, and then left leg so you're in tabletop position. Inhale, find cow. Exhale, find cat. Inhale, find cow. Stay in cow, bring the big toes together, take the knees away. And now exhale, press back, keeping your body in cow. So keeping the head lifted and rib cage reaching forward. So a variation on child's pose. Inhale, come up, still keeping cow in the upper body to that tabletop with the legs in that child pose position. And exhale back again, keeping cow. Inhale up and exhale back. Still have cow in the upper body, rib cage is off the mat, forehead is off the mat. Take one more inhale here, actively press the arms down and imagine dragging the hands back to reach the rib cage forward a bit more. And then exhale, lower the forehead right down to the mat. And if it's not reaching the mat, bring your fists together and stack them so that your forehead can rest on stacked fists. Take a full inhale and exhale here. And then from here, make your way all the way up to a seated position. And because we have extended the high intensity interval just a little bit close to the end of the practice, rather than getting into Shavasana today, we'll do a final meditation in a seated position. That kind of might be nice for with that high heart rate a little bit higher. So if you are most comfortable sitting elevated, maybe grab your cushion. Find an easy pose, Sukhasana, that works for you. If Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana is, really within your practice, feel free to go there. And let's take a moment as we go into this final meditation to let the palms rest up, to bring the thumb and the index finger together in Gyan Mudra, which is really a powerful mudra, and you've probably seen it in lots of statues and photos. This is considered the pose that connects us with universal wisdom. Closing the eyes. If you feel the heart rate has come down enough, close the mouth to breathe through the nose only.
take a moment as you are here, as you land in this meditative Sukhasana pose, seated pose, to bring an awareness to the spine behind the navel. This is Manipura chakra. It is the energetic center of your personal power, your strength, your ability to transform, the place where you find the energy to do what you were put on this earth to do. And then bring your awareness up the spine to a place behind the center of the chest on a hot chakra, the heart chakra. This is an energetic center of love and compassion, the place where you tap into an energy to find forgiveness, to find ease. And visualize an energetic bridge now between Manipura chakra at the spine behind the navel and Anahat chakra at the spine behind the center of the chest. Visualize that energy exchange between those two chakras, allowing you to step into your power with a sense of compassion. And also to bring a sense of power to your sense of forgiveness and ease. And now with your awareness behind the closed eyes, Chitakasha, return to the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Repeat it to yourself mentally 3 times. And then bring your awareness back to the breath. As you inhale, mentally say, I am breathing in. And as you exhale, mentally say, I am breathing out. Stay with the breath. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. And now, deepen that breath. Expand through the belly, the side body, the rib cage. Audible exhale. Ah. And then bring an awareness now to the body. Release the mudra, the Gyan mudra in the hands. Wiggle the fingers. Maybe spread them wide and make a fist. And then just inviting some movement into the torso. And then finding stillness. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart center and bowing inward. Namaste. Thank you for bringing that powerful energy to our Krama HIIT practice. Let me take a moment to check in with the goddesses today. We're getting close to a powerful time of the year with the winter solstice. On Monday, we had the last full moon before the winter solstice. And Venus is extremely bright in the morning sky right now. And Saturn, Jupiter, and the moon are coming into a conjunction at the winter solstice this year, which is pretty amazing. Oh, I think this goddess. Cordelia, go outside. You've been indoors too long. Okay, now you have to go outside after this workout. Maybe a shower, I don't know.